Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm so excited to show you guys a full face of drugstore makeup. A very pinnacle part of my makeup journey was going to the drugstore and trying to figure out what is good. So I think I'm a very good source for what is good and what is not good in the drugstore. Like, look at the face. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and stay tuned to see exactly how I got this gorgeous makeup look. We're gonna start off with primer. For skin prep, I used a lot of Bioma products. That's just what I use every day. I use the Bioma Milky Toner, of course. But for primer, a primer that I use in my everyday routine is the Maybelline Grippy Serum. It's just like a very nice gripping primer. I always have to have a gripping primer on. I like my makeup to really last throughout the day. When it comes to gripping primers, there's a lot of gripping primers in the drugstore. I think this one is the best for dry skin. We're gonna go into brows. As you guys know, I don't really do my brows. For brow glue, I'm using NYX the brow glue. I use this too every day. It's just very simple. I feel like brow glues you should just be buying at the drugstore because they're just so cheap. I can't imagine spending like a gobsmack of money on brow glue. For my foundation skin tint, this is also a skin tint that I've been using in my everyday routine. This is the Maybelline Superstay 24-hour skin tint. I got this after I saw Samantha Harvey do her drugstore makeup, and I loved the finish of that skin tint when I saw it on her channel. It's I think it's like medium, and it's like buildable coverage. Like, do you see that glow that the skin tint provides to my skin? It looks so nice. The skin tint is very buildable, so if you want like more of a fuller coverage look, you can definitely build up with the skin tint. Next, we're gonna go into concealer. For my concealer, this concealer I used to use religiously when I was in like high school and middle school, so I'm not putting you guys on to something that I've never used before in my life. The Maybelline Fit Me concealer, if you want a very creamy moisturizing concealer that's also going to be able to have that buildable coverage that I like with the Tower 28 concealer, more affordable alternative is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I am just gonna do my normal concealer placements. See how creamy it is? Now I'm starting to remember why I love this concealer. I'm just gonna let this concealer sit for a little. Actually, while I let it sit, we're gonna apply cream bronzer next. And for cream bronzer, of course, I couldn't do a drugstore makeup tutorial without bringing out the Milani Cheek Kiss bronzer. This is obviously one of the most popular bronzers out there. You guys do know that I am a ride or die for my ColourPop bronzer too, but I think for today, I want more of like a deeper bronze, so I'm gonna be going in with my Milani. This is something too that I've been catching myself going to a lot and like using. First, I'm gonna start with my forehead actually, just because there's not any concealer there. When it comes to like my makeup, I try to lift my face a little because I have a very round face. I just feel like this bronzer, like everyone talks about how it's such an interesting formula because it's a cream bronzer, dries down like a powdered texture, which is so cool. I can't really see, so if my makeup comes out botched, it's not the makeup's fault. Like, do I look bronze? Bronze bad day, bronze bad day. And then for my nose contour, we want to snatch the nose. So now I'm gonna blend out my concealer. I'm just gonna be using a brush from the crayon case. It's so easy to blend. And that's also another thing that I like about it, because I've tried my fair share of drugstore concealers. Tried the e.l.f. camo concealers before. I don't know if I tried the hydrating one, but I remember when I put it on, I hated it. And I know like a lot of girls love that concealer, but it made my under eyes so dry. And I prepped the heck out of my skin, so I know it wasn't me. My skin looked like lifeless. I honestly may apply more bronzer. It's never enough with me. Like, I always got to like over bronze, over blush. Like, that's what I do. Now we're gonna go with the thing that I was the most excited for. I've tried a lot of drugstore blushes, and I definitely think you do not have to get a high-end blush because the drugstores are coming out with so many great dupes for high-end products. One of my favorite semi-dupes for a high-end product is the Morphe Cheek Thrills blush trio. Today we're using the shade After Party. A shade that I usually use a lot is Beach Bonfire, but I wanted something a little more muted and just a little more fall. First, I'm gonna go with the cream shade, and I just really like it because this blush is just so nice. That's another reason why I love the Patrick Ta blush duos, because you have a cream and a powdered blush. But this one also comes with like a highlighter shade, which is really nice. It is $20, but I think that for the quality of like the product, it's definitely much more affordable than a lot of other blushes that I would recommend. And also the cream is really nice. I would say that it is quite similar to the Patrick Ta. So now for brightening concealer, because I just want to brighten up my face a little, I'm just going to be using a very tried and true concealer that has been like around for so long, and it's very much an OG. I'm going to be using the LA Pro concealer. This is in the shade Tawny, and I'm just gonna just highlight, but I do this base layer of concealer, of like a less bright concealer, and then I'll go in with a really bright concealer just to make sure that when I do go in with brightening concealer, I don't look scary. I don't let this sit as long because this concealer shade is really bright. She's a concealer that does the job. She stays consistent, and I know that I'm gonna like her. Now we're just gonna set everywhere that I concealed. For my setting powder, I will be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. Honestly, I use this powder too. Like, it's one of the best setting powders that I found. I really like the Morphe setting powder as well. I think the Wet n Wild one honestly is my favorite because it's so lightweight and it doesn't make my under eyes feel dry at all. For bronzer, something that I've been really liking and that I have been using a lot is the NYX Buttermelt bronzer. This is a new find for me. With this bronzer, a little goes such a long, like when they say that, because you know people are like, oh, a little goes a long way. Like, no, genuinely, because yesterday I used it and I forgot to tap the excess off my brush, and it left the craziest streak on my face because it's so pigmented. If you use a really big fluffy brush, you should be fine. Lightly tap everywhere I just put cream bronzer. I do know that you have to be careful with these because the formula is so like buttery that it will break. I think this would be a nice like summer bronzer. I'm gonna use this powdered bronzer, and I'm just gonna put this a little bit on my eyes, just as like a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm gonna add a little bit of like a cooler tone, but I am gonna go in with Morphe actually eyeshadow palette, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of a cooler tone to the crease so that it's not completely super duper warm tone. I think that looks a little better. I also am using the CoverGirl True Naked eyeshadow palette. I don't know if they still have this because this is really old, but I am just gonna put that in the crease and hope for the best. I'm just gonna use the powdered shade from the Morphe Cheek Thrills palette and just lightly tap over where I applied cream blush. I'm gonna add a little bit of like black underneath my waterline because I think that'll make this look a little better. I think that does look better. This is a Wet n Wild just eyeliner. I'm just gonna use my busted up eyelash curler that I've had since like middle school, and I'm gonna curl my lashes. Oh, actually, let me use my eyeliner. The eyeliner that I always use is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. I'm just gonna do a very small wing. For mascara, we're gonna go with the Maybelline New York Sensational mascara. I'm not even gonna show you guys my bottle because it's so dirty, but I do use this mascara every day. This mascara is so nice. There's like a reason why it has the hype that it does. The amount of length that this mascara will give you is insane. I go in with the Essence Lash Princess as well, and I just add a very light amount of it. I go in with a lip stain and then a lip liner because I just feel like it helps make my lip liner on top last longer. I'm gonna be going in with the NYX Lip Lingerie lip stain, and I actually really like this. It's important with lip stains before they dry down, you wanna like blend them out. For lip liners, I have so many drugstore lip liners. The Rimmel lip liners, they have a lot of shades and they're pretty affordable. Of course, the NYX lip liners I really like as well. For today, we're gonna be using the Morphe lip liner in the shade Bite Me. Like, the formula is so creamy. I just feel like this shade is like the perfect shade. Guys, yesterday I lost my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip liner in the shade Cool Brown, which makes me so sad. That shade I've been wearing so much of. I'm so sad I lost it. But I do think this lip liner is so pretty. I may start using this one more. Favorite lip gloss from the drugstore that I actually found recently, because I've tried it before. When I tried it at first, I didn't like it and I stopped reaching for it, but I recently got 2 new shades in the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is like their honey collection, and this is the shade Caramel, and this is in the shade Toffee. We're gonna go in with Toffee. I've been using this lip gloss a lot, and these lip glosses are just so nice. They're not sticky at all. They have like a very creamy formula, which I really like. I'm ready to go in with a little bit of highlight in the corner of my eye just to add some pizzazz. I'm going back into that CoverGirl palette, and I'm using the shade, it's called Buff, and I'm just gonna put that in the corner of my eye. For setting spray, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Make It Last Original Natural Finish setting spray, because also something I use every day. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with the Lumila Glass on a beauty blender, and I'm just gonna put it on the tip of my nose, at the tip of my nose, and then that like corner where the highlight goes. So pretty. The Lumila Glass is literally like perfect if you're like want that glass skin look. I don't remember what it is, but there's this really popular Korean like glossy balm. Hint, the Hints one. I think this is a great alternative for the Hints glossy balm. I cannot do a makeup look without using my L'Oreal Valuable 3-second setting mist. This setting spray is a great dupe for the One Size One. It is hairspray in a can. And if you want your makeup to last all day, I would recommend using this. This is the final look. I think it looks so nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this drugstore makeup routine. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and comment to me some of your like holy grail drugstore products that you guys will ride or die for. I would be so happy to know. And just any of your like ride or die makeup products, because I've been looking for some more staples in my makeup. Bye.